She's gone. My wife is gone. It's been over a year since I've seen her face or heard her voice. I still blame myself for what happened. And it still hurts. Every day I swear I could hear her calling to me, saying that I let her down. It breaks me down in tears knowing that I'm partially responsible for losing her and nearly ending my own life. Ever since then, I've wanted to have my revenge on the bastard that killed her. One day, revenge came rushing at the door. He said his name was Calypso. He was holding some weird contest, and he wanted me to be a part of it. He said if I won, I would not only find out who killed my wife, but I'd also get the revenge I had been aching for too long. This was my chance at being free from the grief that had been eating at my soul for the last year. How could I refuse? In the asylum, sometimes I'd be knocked out from my medication, but this was a whole other story. The meds kept me from remembering. I dreamed of my wife. She was stunning. Me and her did everything together. We even had a son together. Our favorite activity was taking walks in the park. One day we just went on a normal hike, nothing too difficult. I had looked down at my newspaper, but when I looked back up, she was gone. My wife, gone. I looked everywhere, trying to find her. I called for her, yet heard nothing. Like a husband should, I filed a missing persons report, hoping the police would be able to find her. For 3 months, I had hoped and prayed that Joni would turn up, safe and sound. For 3 months, I wanted to believe she would come back to me. And I believed it until one day, I had gotten a surprise delivery, one that I wish I could unsee. It was my wife, in pieces. My dear wife had been murdered. It took us 8 months to get it all back. I couldn't handle it. Having the thought that my loved one was murdered and I wasn't there to protect her broke me, and me and my poor son having to see her dead body was even worse. As a mechanic, I put my skills to the test and built a contraption with my own hands. It was my penance, my punishment for letting her die. People thought I was crazy, but I had no choice. My wife was dead because of me. I had given up on hope and thought that self-torture was the only option. But now I have a chance for vengeance. I will not fail her.
Violation of Midtown City Code 4432. Step out of your vehicle and surrender peacefully. Time's up.
I had won the contest. I went to Calypso and demanded my prize. I wanted to know who killed my wife. And I wanted revenge. It was him, that freak in the ice cream truck. He was always around the neighborhood. Why hadn't I been more careful? I should have sensed something was wrong. It was my fault. Maybe I really was the one to blame for Joni's death. But then, he spoke to me.
Your wife, she didn't die easy. You should know. She begged for you as I killed her.
The clown is dead. But so is my wife. I will never be free.